Yes.
Let's see, are we recording?
Oh my goodness, we're in the Dragon's Tail.
We are in the Dragon's Tail. I'll say hello to everyone who is watching this, who's listening to this. I'm Mike McCafferty.
I'm Tony Caselli.
I'm Jason McCarris.
I'm Kit Hirosaki.
And I'm Duncan Williams.
And this is our continuing voyage here of Star Trek: The Greatest Trek, the best RPG game ever created here. We've had a little bit of technical mishaps here, but that's all right. We're moving forward, and now we continue on here. I spent far too much time last night working on this weird map here, this weird star map. If you're watching on the Facebook page or somehow, with the Dragon's Tail here, showing our progress. This is a progress chart here.
Nice.
So we start out at the Planet of the Nines, and then we visited Zegula. Zegula 3. Well, this is the star system. This is the difference.
Oh, I see. Right.
Just the Zegula star. I thought about that, Duncan. Don't worry about that. I got you.
I know you did. I apologize. I should realize.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. I don't. We're all friends here. And now you have reached Jason, this is in Greek. So so I don't know if you want to read this.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. It's all
So
Greek to me.
racist.
Yeah, really racist.
Yeah.
We didn't read that, but
Dracos.
Drakos.
Doritos Dracos, yes.
Or Doritos Tacos.
Doritos Tacos, yes. We've arrived at the planet Doritos Tacos. Or Tritos Dracos, which means third dragon, named by Trevor Trang, first officer of the USS Somerville. Yes, I used to have pictures of that, but now they're all gone for some reason.
Well done, Duncan.
Good job. And so as we continue on, this last trip between these two planets, between Zegula and Tritos Dracos, actually took twice as long. It took 2 weeks instead of one for some reason. And you guys have slowly fallen into different jobs. I'm going to stop the share there so I can read my secret notes here. Let's see.
Secrets.
O'Kyle is now in charge of replication in the Somerville. He's taken over that job. Flick is now a security officer under Trevor Trang, under his tutelage. Dr. Molotov has been flitting between science divisions, working with Merck at times and working with medical, working all over the place. And Queequeg is in astrophysics, but is having personal conversations at times with Captain Sard as he is on the command track. Overall, you're generally making more and more inroads with the rest of the group, with the rest of the crew of the Somerville. And so you find it actually surprising, but not that surprising, that you're asked to play a game of holographic badminton with Trevor Trang. He has these weekly badminton games, and the four of you are playing against him and 3 other people, playing a simple game of holographic badminton. And it's 4-on-4. Is there 4-on-4 badminton? I don't even know if there is. It probably not, but it's 2-on-2.
Yeah.
It's the future, yeah.
There should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how many dimensions are we? Because if we had like in a,
It's 9-dimensional badminton.
We're stacked on levels above each other.
So
Yeah.
4-on-4 is pretty regulation then, yeah.
And if it's virtual, we have like 8 arms each as well. So, it's so.
Right. I did spend a long period of time trying to come up with some sort of game you guys are going to play with Trevor Trang, like some sort of card game or dice-based game. And this was like at 1:00 in the morning last night. It's like, they're just going to play badminton or something like that. So we're just going to have it at this. So the four of you.
we should play volleyball and I'll punch him in the face.
Right. The volleyball punch in the face maneuver. The Molotov maneuver.
Let's play volleyball fight.
But why don't we see if you guys win, and I'll let you decide which role you want to use. Like, you can either cheat, you can use health, you can use Star Trek, each one of you, and I'll have you guys go up against Trevor and his other group members.
Well, I have pep talk and I have intimidation, so I can give my team a pep talk and then I can try to intimidate the other team.
Okay, well we'll pick one.
Okay.
So which one do you want to do?
I'll do intimidation.
Okay, what's your Star Trekking score? I guess that'd be a loving roll.
Oh, it'd be a loving 73, even better than so.
Okay, so
Okay.
so you're trying to intimidate. Who are you trying to intimidate? There's Trevor Trang.
I gotta. Well, who else is there other than Trang? Just three kind of nameless ensigns or something.
Yeah, three nameless ensigns.
Okay, I'll go for Trang. I'll go for Trang.
All right.
I was hoping you would go for nameless ensign number 2.
There will be since he is your superior officer. Let's keep that in mind.
Okay.
And this is I will give you a minus 20 on that.
Ooh,
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna go for it.
I think that's sure. Why not?
yeah, do it, Duncan.
Trang's kind of a dick anyway. So
Yeah. Get him.
anyway, we will eat your children. 44, and you gave me a minus 20. Yeah, so 53. So I made it.
So yeah, so Trevor Trang's like you. Wow, I never realized Klingons ate their children.
But I said we will eat your children. To be clear.
Okay. I got the pronoun. Okay, all right, yeah.
It's the same thing Mike Tyson said once after a fight, I believe.
I believe he said he'd eat Evander Holyfield's children. Yes, I believe. Yeah.
So he's intimidated and impressed by your knowledge of old Earth history. All right, so Jason O'Kyle, how are you going to excel at this game of badminton?
That's a great question. I do have merriment, so we could either have a really good time. I feel like I use my hypnosis a lot.
Yeah.
So I could just hypnotize them into losing the game, but that's kind of like that's the end all. Use it. It's kind of like pulling out the gun in an improv scene all the time. Hypnosis. And obviously my culinary skills, grooming. I could wow them with my coif. I'll go with merriment. I'll try and make this the most fun game we've ever played, so they'll enjoy working with us more.
You'll add a special rule onto the badminton game. Tell me the special rule you're going to add on to this 9-dimensional Cardassian. What and then you can make that roll.
The losing team
shoot the ball.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like you could stun the ball.
Or just shoot it. I don't know.
Or just explode it.
Yeah,
disintegrate it.
You know.
I was going to say the losing team has to go through the spanking machine like elementary school.
The spanking machine.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the spanking machine.
You've never heard of the spanking machine?
Where the hell did you go to school?
Well, I can't believe it's only exclusive to me.
Fratty and
it is sort of. It was like this horrible hazing that we had to go through in elementary school, where like if you lost the game or something like that, you would have to crawl through the legs of everyone on the opposite team, and they would like spank you as you came through.
Yeah.
Man, here in Michigan, you usually have to pay like $80 for that kind of thing.
This spanking machine is phenomenal.
It's kind of like the human centipede, but a little cleaner.
Oh wow,
The human centipede for elementary school kids.
Happy Sunday morning, everybody.
What,
The human caterpillar, the hungry centipede.
Have you heard of the spanking machine? Is this a West Coast scenario or
West Coast? I grew up in Connecticut.
Okay, all right. Well, sorry. Well, I'm trying to trace this to its roots here. I'm trying to figure out how.
I know. Well, I also, in college, I'd heard about elementary school games like hot peas and butter. Have you ever heard of hot peas and butter? It involves somebody having a belt and like whipping somebody, and I was like, this is like incredible. I've never heard about hot peas and butter. It sounded like such an abusive, horrible thing. And then sure enough, I looked it up on the internet, and like people used to play hot peas and butter when they were kids. So, like,
what? You think elementary school wasn't abusive?
Well, yeah, I'm foolish for that.
What century did you live in, Jason? Hot peas and butter and the spank.
Now, to be clear, I did not experience hot peas and butter until college, where everybody thought this was amazing. Just entered everybody's dorm room with belts whipping each other, yelling hot peas and butter.
I want to know if your elementary school gym teacher is in prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Jason
Oh.
comes from the dark future.
Yes.
So, are you whipping people with belts in this volleyball game? Is that what's happening?
No. I was proposing the spanking machine, but
I think the spanking machine is
yeah.
phenomenal. I think that is very, very merry thing to ask people on.
I'm now considering throwing game to experience.
Just to experience the spanking machine.
Molotov, just you're watching.
Dr. Molotov, you kinky little bastard.
I noticed
right.
infant number 3 has very large hands. So
What am I rolling for? Is it because my loving is terrible?
I don't know. Well, I don't know if we're going to do loving for a spanking machine. I don't know if
No, yeah. If it's appropriate.
Let's try it. We'll try
Do
it.
you understand the spanking game, Mike?
Well, I'll give you a 10 for merriment.
Okay, so that would bring me to a 35.
Sure. Yeah. Like let's see if like people.
So I don't think we're doing the spanking machine, but let's give it a shot here. 23.
Oh, there is a spanking machine.
Yes, there is a spanking machine. But I mean, it's contingent on who wins the game, right? I mean,
This is true. So
okay,
Right. So the losers get spanked and the winners get spanked.
exactly.
So right now, you guys are up by 2. So if either Kit or Tony win on his machinations, literally or figuratively, spanking machine or not, then that will be the game will be won. So.
Hey, all right, come on, guys.
Excellent. All right, I can go. So what are my options? God. Now I do. One of my special skills is endurance. Is that useful in this game?
Yes.
Hope so.
I mean, you could actually try to play the game. You could actually
Yeah,
try. I mean, use your endurance and actually win.
And I don't have hypnosis or spankings.
We're all winded at this point.
I
So,
put on
my Star Trekking is a 60.
All right. So endurance is one of your special skills. Is that what it is?
Correct.
Okay, let's give you plus 10 on that, I guess. I mean, you guys are really like, this is like Top Gun, where you guys are just really,
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I mean, it's me and
Right.
Val Kilmer. We're
playing with the boys.
I'm gonna snap my jaw at them.
a piece of butter.
Given the homoerotic energy in this room is
I
just
know.
it's a wow.
Yeah,
just all
we need
put-
playing with the boys in the background.
It's a lot for a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I got a 43. So
All right, so you
my
wear them
70.
down.
So yeah.
I will have Trevor Trang actually try it because he's pretty dope ass. He's going to try to just use his healthing.
Oh, yeah.
Try to balance this out here. He's at a 60, and because he's been playing this game before, we'll give him a 70. Let's just see, because they have to have some sort of response to this. So the instance.
Sure.
And he barely does it. So we'll leave it up to you, Dr. Molotov. If you can pull this off here, if you can pull off like the sweep, because Trang is holding his own here. You guys like it's like game point, but
Don't use the tricorder. Don't use the tricorder.
Yes.
Please.
All right, so I'm gonna attempt to reboot the tricorder. I'm going to use my knowledge of 3D chess and a little bit of luck to try to come up with a perfect serve that will ace and seal the victory for our team.
All right.
I wish to use my lucking, which is my only score that's not terrible. And 27 out of 82.
Oh,
All right.
all right.
Hey.
Nice.
Wow.
Good job. Everyone high fives each other, and as
Playing with the boys.
I start spanking my teammates. Excellent work. Excellent.
all right. So
We talked about this.
now
I lash your asses.
they all have to go through the spanking machine, including.
We all get to spank Trang. That's awesome. That guy's
I hope he doesn't hold it against us, which something tells me he might.
He may very well hold it against us.
Which something tells me he might.
He may very well hold it against you guys.
He's definitely going to.
Thanks, Chandler.
Especially when I try to give him a hard whack right in the bag.
So after the spanking machine, the other 3 ensigns take their beat literally and leave the hollow deck. And
The teabagging machine.
teabagging machine is next. Hot peas and butter. It was just did it to really.
It's good these ensigns don't have names because they can't show up on the legal paperwork against us.
This is going to HR really. You guys really got really bad. If you weren't so far away from Starfleet, this would be a real problem. This would be
Yeah.
And then we did the hot piece of butter and then spanking. Okay, it's okay, it's all right.
The dragon. We call it the Dragon's Gauntlet.
What happens in the dragon's tail stays in the dragon's tail.
Well, that sounds even worse. That sounds. So as you're sitting there toweling off, Trevor Trang compliments you on a good game. Wow, I didn't think a bunch of ensigns could beat me in my own game, but the 4 of you really been surprising. We have to admit, the command staff has been very, very impressed with all of you, and I just think as we move forward through this dragon's tail, if we move forward. And Trevor hangs on these words for a minute, sort of pausing. It seems as though something's troubling him about this. He stops just short of what he wants to say.
I'm going to use my sweet talk skill to try to get him to reveal more. It's like, well, Trang, you played a hell of a game there, and I gotta say, if you've got something to get off your chest, you can trust us. We are your guys, even though I just gave you a really hard whack in the bag just back there. But you can trust us if you need us to get anything off your chest. We're the guys.
All right. What's your loving, Duncan?
73.
All right, let's make a straight up loving roll on that.
77. Dang.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That was a good speech, Dunk. I thought you had him.
That was a really good speech.
You shouldn't have whacked him in the bag.
For that speech, it's just what you should do. But whatever.
He says, I do trust you guys, and I guess, having get my ass beaten literally and figuratively, and I guess it was you threatening to eat my children. It just kind of it seemed like it's a little too much, but I do trust you guys, and believe me, when if we ever get out of this, I'll. And then suddenly, there's a red alert, battle stations. Trang runs. He says, "Everyone get to your stations. I've got to go to the bridge." So everyone needs to make a movement roll to see if you get to your stations in time. Otherwise, you're going to be confined to your quarters.
So is this a movement points roll?
Make a movement roll. I'll give you. It's what is it? 1 through 10, or is it percentage?
1 through 10. Yeah.
Since you all know where you're going, I'll give you +2 each just to make it there.
All right. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So
I barely make it to the medical.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm confused as to what's happening because my moving points is 8.
So you really can't fail it. You get +2, Jason. You roll 1 10-sided dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, unless you roll a 1, 1 is automatic failure.
I just rolled a 1.
No, you roll a
1 to 10.
10-sided dice. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Where's my 10? Oh.
Look at
There you
that.
go. Sorry.
Cat wants out, Jason.
A 7. I got a 7.
Okay. So you make it.
Excellent.
So replication is literally right next to holodeck. So it's like, I'm right here. I don't have to go anywhere. So, I'm just like, right there. And then Tony, did you make it as well?
I did.
Okay.
So I'm assuming I follow Trang to the bridge or something.
Yeah, you are security.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to security station. So Duncan, you go to astrophysics. That's your normal location.
Sure.
Molotov is in the science division. So all of you are not at the bridge. Everyone's at your stations. It's tense. And then after a little while, you go from red alert to yellow alert. You're allowed to go back to your quarters, and you all go back to your communal bunk. And if you make a noticing roll each, I can give you individual pieces of information on this.
All right.
9 out of 21.
47 out of 46. Just missed it.
Okay. Ooh, 61 out of 63. Just made it. Ooh.
Okay, so and Jason, did you make it?
You're muted, Jason. Well,
Sorry. What are we rolling for? What?
Noticing.
Oh, for noticing. Okay, I have a 77, and I rolled a 21.
Doc got it as well.
Okay.
I think
So,
Duncan's
Tony,
the only one
Doc.
who did.
I'm the only one.
Okay, so Molotov gets some information. Tony, you made yours?
Yes, sir. Barely.
So we're back together then.
Yes, you all meet up in your communal bunks. It's like you guys have a group shared.
We all sleep in one bed.
Yeah, it's just like a giant round, just like Vegas
Charlie.
style.
No, it's like the Three Stooges. They all sleep in the same
Yeah.
bunk. They each make different noises when they sleep.
It's like a big bird's nest.
I was imagining it more like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where the whole family is just lobbed in together.
Yes, it's one giant communal bed. Wait, who did? So, Duncan, you didn't make yours, or?
I'm the only one that failed it, right?
Okay. And
Yes,
then-
in the science wing, Mark was investigating strange energy from in front of ship. So I think there's some sort of signature out in space. They may still be analyzing.
In security, we were told to prepare for boarding parties and particularly with disruptor weapon fire. So that protocol was implemented. So whatever's out there, it can't be friendly.
Perhaps
Okay.
it is.
In replication, we had to look up neutral zone foods. Someone looked it up.
You're a very important job,
In
okay.
astrophysics, we were doing the history of rock and roll part 2 song. The na 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 na. Hey, na,
Hey, nah.
that's all I got.
Perhaps there is expectation of ship with cloaking device that might be with boarding party. Who is known for disruptors? I'm not familiar with his.
I believe disruptors are normally Romulans, if I remember correctly, because Klingons have blasters and we have phasers. So I think, and they have, they do have cloaking technology. So maybe there's some.
The Klingons and the Romulans that have cloaking, yeah. So.
And the neutral zone implies Romulans are on the other side of it normally, right?
Right.
As you're postulating what's going on, you get a message from Captain Sard for the 4 of you to meet in the ready room.
All right, we
Are
make
they
our way.
there?
The ready room. Wow.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is probably about the spanking.
Yeah, it's-
Sounds like
head of
Chandler.
HR. This is you're being dropped off at the planet.
It's not my fault. Philk has big meaty hands.
Phil does have big meaty hands. That's true. Yeah, he's
Maybe he just wants to know about the making machine so we could use it on whoever is cloaked.
All right, well,
disruptors and
then,
spank.
I say we head directly to the ready room. Do we have to do anything for that, or can we just travel there?
You're just there. So you go in there and you find Captain Sard, Science Officer Merck, and Trevor Trang there. They all look somewhat worried, but are trying to maintain their composure as you sit down. The captain looks to the four of you and says, "You undoubtedly understand we had a situation. I'm curious, what have you discovered on your own? I know that you have a predilection for finding out things surreptitiously and without orders."
I will volunteer that in talking amongst the four of us, it seems likely or possible that there's some Romulan action happening.
Romulan
action.
Romulan, what's a good word? Some Romulan activity happening outside. Some
teenage Romulan action happening.
In the spanking machine.
In the spanking machine. Putting that comment aside, the three command level officers look at each other and realize that you do know more than you lead on to. And Trang nods to the captain, who then turns to you and says, "Your suspicions are correct. As we were approaching the system for Trikos Drakos, we suddenly had this decloak in front of us." Let's see if I can pull this up.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's not a Romulan ship, is it?
This is a Romulan space station.
Oh shit.
We have no knowledge of this being here. There was no ever any sort of information on this. After going to Red Alert, we were hailed by them, and an Admiral Det of the Romulan Star Empire appeared. This is a huge installation where they have proclaimed that they have jurisdiction over the rest of the Dragon's Tail. We may move no further. They have told us that we may retreat back. However, in the interest of galactic peace, they have invited us on board for a dinner.
Well, I'm glad to hear about the dinner because I can definitely impress them with my culinary skills.
Yeah. We could introduce the spanking machine to those guys too and see what happens.
Trang picks up the conversation. We know that Romulans don't do anything without a degree of subterfuge, and the knowledge that they want us over to dinner means that they want something. They asked for the three of us to show up, but we thought we'd throw them a curveball by bringing the rest of you along as well. This is an opportunity to find out a little more. Since the four of you are very good at finding out information without being ordered to, or being ordered to not do that, we thought you'd have the best opportunity to do this. Additionally, since you're not part of our crew roster, you are in essence cloaked. Will you do this?
Yes.
Of course.
How could we not?
Whatever you need.
Say no, and it's a short mission.
I did some research in school on the psychology of the Romulans, so I am particularly interested in. Yes, this is an opportunity I feel like I was made for.
Very good, very good. The captain says that we thank you again for this. O'Kyle, we would expect for you to prepare a Romulan dish to bring over, as this is a Romulan potluck.
Yep. Peas and butter, or some.
Please, not peas and butter. Please don't bring peas. or you can call it peas and butter, but we'll have to come up with something different. So you will be wearing your dress formals, and we will beam over there at 1700 hours.
I assume bringing my batleth is out of the question.
It's
part of my outfit.
Ceremonial batleth.
Well, I tell you what, go ahead, like Trang and Sard look at each other a little cautiously, but go ahead and make a loving roll and see if you can convince them of it. Do you have a
All right,
plot?
well, I do have sweet talks. I don't know if that gives me a bonus or not. But,
Do you have any
like,
plot point stories left?
You know, I haven't refreshed them.
Okay.
I will. All right. I'll confess that the fact that I have a twin, and I am the good twin, and he is the bad twin. And I've struggled that I was afraid that I was the evil twin and he was the good twin. But my belief is that I am truly the good twin, and I have only will do good. So if I bring my bat left, I will not do bad things.
He's clearly the bad twin.
If you are twins, are you not identical? Would you not?
I attack
both be bad?
okay. No, I don't. I got a 29 out of 73. So,
All right. They say, well, I don't understand any of that, but it would be interesting to see, since it is a ceremonial part of your outfit for you to bring it. And
absolutely. I'll just have to sharpen it first.
And Trang agrees that bringing a weapon on, the bringing a weapon on board might provoke them into different conversations. So, all right, so you can bring that along. There will be no weapons. There will be no tricorders. So you can bring a bat left. If Molotov and Flick want to bring something else along that is somehow contextually appropriate to this dinner, I will allow that.
We can't bring tricorders though.
No, that's generally not like good etiquette to bring a tricorder onto like another. Like another
Right.
You just kind of show up and because then it's like, hey, can I look inside your stuff?
Right.
Oh, I never considered that.
I'll bring a book of Romulan poetry.
Ooh, there you go.
Classics.
Smart. And Philk will bring a bottle of the finest Lurian brandy to share with our hosts.
Oh, very good. Very good. All right. All right. So the 7 of you assemble in the transporter room. Everyone dressed up quite nicely, looking good. The captain turns to all of you. Keep your eyes and ears open. But remember, we are beaming aboard a Romulan space station, which has the power to destroy our ship at any point in time. We must exercise caution, but we must understand what they're doing. And then you energize, and you appear in a Romulan transportation room, a sort of a standard size room, a very ordinary looking transportation room with, let's see, 3 Romulans. One of them at the transporter steps forward. Hello, I am Engineer Vakeen. This is Science Officer Paren and Subcommander Lenon. Lenon steps forward, a hulking Reman half-breed, half Romulan, half Reman, if you remember from Star Trek Nemesis. These giant dudes who basically have like no hair. He has little tufts of hair. He's about 6'10", bluish skin, fangs. Yeah, big guy. He is the sub-commander. Welcome, humans, Vulcans, Ferengi, Lurians, Klingons, Andorians. Jesus, there's a lot of different races here. It is pleasurable to see all of you. If you'll follow me, I will take you to dinner. The captain says, okay. And so the 3 of them follow you. And you walk down a corridor to a corridor where there are 3 doors. you make a right, walk down another corridor, the doors open, and there is a about 5-meter long by 8-meter wide dining room with a table set up and the appropriate number of chairs set up. There are no windows, and it is a fairly sparse room with a separate table set up with some appetizers, and inside are 2 more Romulans. One of them with the most decoration steps forward. I am Admiral Det. I did not expect to see the other 4 people here. May I ask who you are?
I am Quick, son of Quad. I'm a command track officer. Pleased to meet you, Admiral.
Admiral, I am Ensign Filk. And may I, as a gift in honor of your hospitality, present to you this bottle of Lurian brandy from my homeworld.
Admiral, I am O'Kyle Chandler, Jolan True. I am in charge of replication. I am prepared to bring you the beverage that you will remember for the rest of your life.
Ah.
Yes. And I am Doc Molotov.
Very impressive.
Well, let us make a Star Trekking roll on that.
Right. You weren't speaking Hebrew. It's kind of sounded like Hebrew.
It did sound a little bit like Hebrew, yeah.
43 out of 45.
Nice.
Yeah.
My accent's a little Vulcan on that one, I think.
Molotov.
Admiral Det nods. Oh, you honor us, Doctor. It's a little, the conjugation was a little off, the Romulans kind of chuckled to themselves, but, they're okay. And so, and of course, the Russians, the Romulans, the subterfuge, we appreciate that. Subcommander Linon leans over to Admiral Det with a bit of concern, and then Admiral Det turns to Queequeg. Klingon, you have a weapon with you. I'm afraid we must confiscate that.
It is purely ceremonial, Admiral.
Is that the best you can do?
Sweet talk him.
I really shouldn't bring up Kittimer right now. That would probably be a really
Yeah, you've got a minus 20 because Romulans and Klingons do not get along.
Yeah. I mean, if they think I've come onto this Romulan space station and forgotten about Kittimer, they got another thing coming. All right. Well, given the history between our peoples, which is complicated, Admiral, I, in fairness, I did get permission to bring this. I have no intention to use it, but it is part of my culture and part of my uniform. Even though I am a Starfleet officer, I am also still a Klingon. So I hope you will trust in the spirit of peace that it will not be used unless absolutely necessary. And if it is used, it'll be used to defend all of us, not just this party. 08, 1173 minus, so I've made it.
No. So Sub-Commander Linon looks at you and says, warrior to warrior, I respect that. We should let him keep it. Admiral Det seems somewhat uncomfortable with all of this, and they share a glance between the two of them, but finally he yields. Very well, we will accept that. Perhaps we should have some drinks and a little bit of small talk here. I'm surprised that all of you made it this far out. Strange silence overcomes all of you.
Cricket.
Space station is quite impressive. We had no idea you were here. How long have you had a presence here in the Dragon's Tail?
That might be classified.
Shut up, Duncan.
Admiral Det looks to Makeen and Parin, who share a look between each other. Finally, Parin says, "We have been here for approximately 1.3 standard years. We have used a portal in which to open up time-space here and appear. This shall be a new way of transportation for the Romulan Star Empire. And we'll soon begin to bring in more ships, but this is definitely a launching point for us, for this entire space station." They all nod in agreement.
So you've created or found a wormhole, essentially, is what we're talking about, Admiral or Commander?
Yes. Parin continues to speak. Yes, with the gravity waves emanating from the end of the dragon's tail, it has made it quite difficult, obviously. He looks to Merc and then to Trang and to the rest of you. You know about the gravity waves, of course. Trang now seems a little bit uncomfortable with this, as though it was something he was holding back from the rest of you for a little while.
Makes sense.
And he jumps in. Well, yes, we've known about it for a little while. The fact that it makes returning back to the Federation space increasingly difficult for us with warp. But it is something we have been working on.
Thanks a lot for telling us earlier, Trang.
Wish I would have hit that guy in the bag harder. You know?
Someone wanted to eat my babies.
My babies, me. I don't do that.
And given that you have been here for a year, I presume that you have explored both the Planet of the Nines as well as the other place we just were.
Zegula 3.
Zegula. The Zegula system.
Oh, system. Sorry.
Admiral Det pauses for a moment and then says, of course we have. We send out scout ships regularly. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We found no reason to stay there, of course. Dr. Molotov, make a noticing roll.
94.
You totally buy that. Seems very, very plausible.
On Zegula, I assume that your people encountered the interesting life forms.
Subcommander interrupts. Yes, of course. The giant beasts on that planet have total control. We slew them all. So obviously there'd be none left.
Yes, of course.
There's nothing else there of any interest. Well, Admiral Det interrupts. Perhaps we should sample some of your Klingon, your Romulan delicacy. Kyle, what have you brought us as an appetizer?
I have brought a dish here that is based on the ape-neck sea of your homeworld. It is a soup of sorts that it contains special cubes that replicate the landscape of your homeworld. In addition, I have prepared a beverage of questionable alcoholic content that is based on Romulan ale. I call it the Valley of Chula, and it contains the colors of your world.
Ah, yes. The vistas of Chula. We appreciate them quite a bit. Perhaps my chef, Gars Martos, will sample them. An attractive young Romulan steps forward. Hello, I am Gar Martos. Kyle, I guess we have something in common. You have brought these delicacies for me. I will sample them and let you know whether or not they are appropriate.
Oh dear. Be my guest.
All right, so you've replicated this food. Is that correct?
I have indeed.
Or you cooked? Okay, so you replicated it. So what did you start tracking on this?
Oh no.
Hope this food doesn't
Star
taste
trekking is
racist.
56.
Okay, so go ahead and
So I'm rolling for the quality of my
yes, of
replication.
your replication.
He
Yes.
should get a bonus. He really did his research.
He did all those names, and in fact, that replication is his specialty as well. So you should probably get.
I have now. This is a weird one because I have 0, 0, and 9. Does that mean it's 9, or does that mean it's 109?
No, it's 009. Yeah, it's
09.
9.
Okay, that's
Crushed
well
it.
below the threshold. Yes.
So they taste it and they're like, "Oh, this is delicious! Wow, you have honored us." And so with that, they say perhaps we should sit down and eat. They're quite thrilled with that. Gar Matos serves her delicacy, her earth delicacy, which is watermelon and hamburgers.
Oh,
She did research on it.
There's like one human. There's one human. No, there's probably more than one human. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a couple, but most of us are non-human in this party. It's funny.
She seems a little nervous. She says, I expected it to be an all human ship. I didn't realize the diversity of species here, part of the Federation, but this is, I hope the rest of you enjoy this. You look at the gray meat and the purple watermelon, and Trevor Trang gives the four of you a look. Well, gentlemen, bottoms up. Let's all make a health roll.
Oh, everyone.
Sure.
Yes, I'm safe.
43 out of 67. I'm good.
I got 40 out of 77. I'm good.
I'm a little too familiar with
Oh, no.
hamburgers and watermelon, and this is just not what I was expecting.
I rolled a 96 out of 48. So looks like I am getting quite sick off of this watermelon and gray meat.
So, O'Kyle does not agree with your Andorian physiology. You start to become quite sick. Gar is beside herself. She drops her platter of food. She puts her hands to her face. She's like, I am so sorry about this. She seems quite upset. You are beginning to go through your bluish color is now turning a darker shade of blue, is what happens to you guys, as you get sicker. At this point, Trang leans over to one of you and whispers, this might be a good opportunity to use the restroom for all of you.
Well, maybe the
I am
restroom
also
is.
having some. I am having a little distress, so I should probably.
I will help my friends to the restroom. Come with
Yeah.
me, Andorian.
Perhaps the restroom is down that hall where the 3 doors are.
Oh, the one to where we came from.
The
right?
one that was explicitly, explained that we saw as we came here. That seemed very suspicious.
Yes.
So Commander Lenon again looks to Ambassador Det and says, perhaps it's better if you go back to your spaceship. This space station doesn't have the facilities. I don't know why that'd be appropriate.
I'm sorry, Admiral. The spaceship does not have a bathroom that my friends need like immediately, or they may make a mess.
Someone make a roll on that. Let's see. Should it be like someone convince them that this has to happen?
All right.
Maybe.
I'm going to use sweet talk in the spirit of friendship, and also in the spirit of not having a mess made on your starship. I think.
Please, for the love of
get
God,
to the
convince them.
We should get to the bathroom immediately.
All right.
34 out of 73.
All right. So Linon is still not convinced, but Science Officer Parin says, no, it's fine. We must show them this degree of enmity.
Lesbe in the Chris Neveltenstam, which is my presence is an intrusion. Forgive it.
Okay, go ahead and roll on that.
Wow. Oh, jeez.
87.
Just let them go.
Oh,
It's
no.
fine, it's fine.
Okay.
Good effort, Doug.
So
We will.
Trang looks at the four of you and says, I hope you feel better. I understand with Andorian physiology, it may take a while. We'll be fine. I'll be reading some of this Romulan poetry to them. And gives you all a human wink, which Romulans don't understand, of course. Linon says, I will accompany all of you.
Fuck.
The five of you walk out of the room and go to the see if maybe I can pull this up here. Hold on a second here. You walk to the I can't quite pull it up. Oh, maybe I can. Why not? All right, so this is the layout here. You've walked. Maybe I shouldn't show you that. Okay, here we go. So you've walked out from the. Don't look at any of this stuff. You've walked out of this room.
I find this space station to be strangely dungeon-like.
Yeah.
Range, cobblestone walls.
I check for traps.
You find none, but there is a treasure chest.
So Mimic, don't touch it.
I listen at the bathroom door.
Linon goes to this door and opens it, and I don't want to do that. And you all walk into this room. It's a large room with bunk-like beds and a restroom to the end. He says, "Go quickly, Andorian."
It's curious that they had a bathroom the whole time and yet did not want to tell us about it.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like maybe watching my teammates head down the hallway, I decided that now is a good time to try and distract him so that they can try and do a little sleuthing. So I take the initiative and say to him, as a security officer, I'm fascinated by the way you can maintain security on board such a large vessel. Would you spend some time showing me around and talking to me about the impressive facility you've built here?
Okay, let's make a Star Trekking roll on that, since this is a security-based question.
No, 78 out of 60.
Oops.
Don't try those tricks with me. I know what you're up to.
I say to Molotov is also intestinally distressed. Yes.
That's correct.
Yes, I say, Dr. Molotov, are you familiar with Romulan bathrooms and urinals? They're very complicated. Perhaps Perrin could show you how to use it.
Yes, are there hoses or any other sort of valves I have to operate?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
So you go into the bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you go into the bathroom. It's a rather small bathroom. There is a sonic showering unit there. It seems unusual for a space station this size to have a bathroom of this size in there. But there are so you want tubes?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking for a way to purge my body of the toxic things I ingested, and I don't know.
All waste is, of course, recycled. As we know,
I will replicate it later.
yes.
No,
But this is a
like-
replication system here, or a dereplication system, I should point out. So there is access for O'Kyle, and for him to access systems, I would say.
Okay.
Yes, I did not consider this, but this would be a back end into their replication system since everything is recycled.
No pun intended.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to throw up. Try to throw up on the guard who is
Nice.
with us.
Oh,
Excellent.
okay. Make a healthing throw on that. Let's see if you can actually do it.
Come on,
Do I
Doc.
want to roll low or high?
Look,
I'd say low, right? Like if you can like control your body enough to vomit on someone. Yeah.
All right.
Molotov.
39 out of 54.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
so
well done, kid.
you vomit all over him, and he's like, disgusting. He can't handle himself, and so he's like, yeah, and Dorian, get out of the bathroom. I need it. And so he grabs the both of you, throws you out of the bathroom, and seals it behind all of you.
All right, somebody needs to stand guard, and all of us are going to go down the hall, and we're going to take a left through that other door because there's no point in going back to the transportation room. That's where we came from. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So somebody needs to stand guard, and then somebody will stand in the intersection. Two of us will make it through that door to the south, and we're going to check out what's going on.
Perhaps I should stay behind and check out, see what I can see, notice something about the replication system and see what I can find.
That's fine because you'll be staying in the room anyway. So
Okay.
that sounds great. So Okai will stay in the room checking out the transportation system.
Great.
Somebody down the hall, either perhaps Tony or Doc Molotov, will stay there. The other two will head down through that room and see what we can find down that hall.
Okay. Well, you just saw a little bit of that.
Yeah, I will join you down the hall if Phil, if you
All right,
want.
who has the best noticing roles here? What's your noticing?
I have
everybody?
63.
I'm noticing very poor.
77.
Okay. All right. Well, Jason, you have to stay here. I'm sorry, Kit. What was your number?
21.
Okay. Kit, you stay in the you stay at the cross section of all those hallways. Jason, you'll stay in the restroom. Tony and I will make our way down the hall since we have the second and third best noticing, because that might help us.
Great.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so that door is locked.
Fudge. Okay.
Fortunately, one of my special skills is lockpicking.
Lockpicking.
Yeah.
It's back. Bring it back, baby.
I'd rather be lucky than smart.
For all those old school locks in the
Yes, I
Star Trek
know.
universe.
Very.
It's a lot of electronic lock picking, Jason. I went to Starfleet Academy for security, man.
All right, so use your Star Trekking on this. Lockpick this baby.
A 47. Oh, I don't know what I'm dealing. What am I against Star Trekking?
Yeah.
Yes. So 47 out of 60.
Okay.
Nice.
So the door opens up. So who's going down this corridor?
Duncan and I.
It'd be Tony and it'd be Quick and Philk. Yes.
Okay. So the two of you go down the corridor. It's a small corridor like all the rest of these corridors. The lights flicker a little bit. And it continues on until you reach a hallway access tubes with ladders going up or down.
But the hallway continues on.
The
Is that
hallway
correct?
does continue down. Yes.
Okay. I say we stay. I say we stay on this floor. What do you think, Tony?
I think at this point, our best bet is to stick together and pretend we got lost.
Right. Again, my instinct is to stand. I don't know how much time we have, so I say we stay on the floor and we go
moving further
down.
down the hallway and skip the ladders and see what we find.
Right. That's my thought.
All right. So
unless the game master suggests otherwise.
wait, which way are you going? You're going straight?
Yes.
You're going straight instead of up or down the up or down. Right?
Okay, so Tony and Duncan are going straight. Molotov is watching the door, watching the hallway. Is that correct?
That's
Yes.
correct. Yeah.
And
So he's got a view of all four hallways.
okay. And Jason is in the restroom area, the like looking at the replicators.
Yes.
The replicators are in the bathroom.
And also,
Right, because the guy went in there. That's the problem. The guard went in there
yeah,
and locked the
right.
door.
so Jason's doing double duty. He's maybe going to try to hack the replicators and also keep an eye on Perrin to see if he comes out.
He's in, the door is shut behind him, so he's in there. So Jason's not doing anything right now. He's just sort of
Yeah.
standing.
Unfortunately, I'm
He
waiting for
can
something
get
to
the
happen.
replicators, right?
I mean, yeah,
Right,
if he wants to get in, that's fine. He can ask to get in. I mean, and talk, you know.
I'm sorry. The replicator is in the room where Perrin is then.
Well, the D-replicator
Well,
is the bathroom.
Right.
Okay, I misunderstood. All right. Well, Jason, so why don't you just stand guard, and then if you think, then you need to like look down the hall to Molotov and say, hey. And we're constantly like looking back in the hall to see. So that way, if Perrin comes out, hopefully we'll be able to get back pretty quickly and not stir any suspicion. That's the hope, anyway.
Okay.
We should split up and move as quickly as we can to cover territory.
But we could do that.
I'll go up ladder.
Yeah, should we try the ladders, Doc?
All right.
If one goes
Here's
up, one
the deal.
goes down.
I'm gonna go down the hall. Phil, you go down, and then Molotov, you go up.
Okay.
And we'll try to be as quick as we can. And O'Kyle, just try to keep an eye out. And
I'm of two minds here because I want to keep him here with me, but I want access to that bathroom. So I could, knock and tell him I have to get in there, but then I can't keep an eye on him.
right. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, how much information can you get from the D-replicator that we could maybe?
No, I'm hoping I can access the larger system somehow.
Yeah. I'll leave that up to you. If you want to knock on the door and say, hey,
Why don't I'll give you guys a minute here to explore and
Okay.
find something, and then we'll try that as a last resort because he might come running out looking for you.
right, exactly. So you
I'll
be
go
looking
down.
out.
I'll take the down ladder. The secrets are always hidden in the basement, so I'm headed down.
Sure.
Okay. So Tony, you end up in a small Romulan engineering area. The room is it seems as though it's a standard Romulan like starship engineering room. It seems to be running at full capacity with several hot wiring devices in there, which you are in command, correct?
I'm in security.
Security, yeah. So your ability to divine what this is going to be a little bit difficult. If you want to make a Star Trek throw, you could probably glean some sort of information, but from security standpoint, I mean, it's just you're in this room. There's no other rooms, like other doors or ways. It's like this just goes straight down to this.
Right. Why don't can I make like a noticing roll to see if I notice anything that makes sense to me?
Sure.
21 out of 63.
It's going into it is going into a system which is not part of any Federation system you've ever seen before. It seems inherently Romulan.
My question to my teammates, my squad mates, is do we dare use communicators at this point, or are we worried they'll be monitored?
Are we even allowed communicators at this point, or?
I think we're always wearing our communicators. They're just our badges.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, I mean, like at this point in time, since you guys are all separated, I will kind of soft allow it since we're having like sort of table talk. But at this point in time, it's we're kind of in the stage where you're all hearing stuff that Tony's getting, and things are.
So then I'm going to reach out to, I mean, we're under orders from trying to see what we can find. So I reach out with my communicator to my squad mates and tell them what I see, and ask, particularly the science and replicator experts if there's anything that makes sense of what I'm seeing.
Okay. You can describe it to them. Let's see. Let's all make note. Let's see. Everybody make a noticing roll.
Unfortunately, we have no engineers among us.
Yeah.
But
So like,
13
let's
out of
make it
21.
minus. Let's make it minus 20 on it.
Okay.
yeah, I got 58 of 46, so I failed miserably.
I hit 19, so I made mine.
I did 5 of 77, so I made mine.
Nice. Good job. Okay.
Okay. Well, you were already there, Tony. So you're describing it. So
Great.
to O'Kyle, it makes a little bit of sense because it sounds sort of like a Romulan. It sounds like a Romulan cloaking device with elements of replicator added to it. As though it's a very advanced cloaking device.
Wow.
With some degree of replication. Suddenly, the bathroom door opens.
Shit.
Sub-Commander Lennon looks at O'Kyle. Where's the rest of you?
They had an emergency that they had to take care of down the hall. I think one of them got extremely sick, as you can see by looking at your shirt. But I am feeling very ill myself, and I would advise you to stand back there and keep a couple of feet away because I don't want to throw up all over you. So you could.
I'm assuming,
Space
Mike.
second
I'm assuming we're all on an open channel and we hear this conversation. Yes.
Yes.
Well, we all hustle back to that little intersection hallway as quickly as possible as soon as we hear Perrin come out of the bathroom.
No, I keep going up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you keep going up. Lennon is not buying into that. He takes a swing at O'Kyle.
Oh no.
Shit.
He just says, Andorians, and takes a hard-ass swing at you.
So racist.
I can try and dodge.
Fighting or dodge, whichever's better, Jay.
Fighting is higher, so maybe I should go with fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, it's 62, and I rolled a. It looks like an 80.
Okay, so no.
No.
He hits you, and because he's Riemann, he gets double damage. So he scores 17 points on you with a large punch to the face.
Oh.
So we're in free fall now. I mean, we're in the middle of a battle that only the two of them know about.
Well, you can hear
the
his face.
channel, no.
Right. I mean, nobody in the rest of the dining
The
room
ship?
knows about it.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just all of us that know what's going on. So
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'm booking it. I'm booking it back to the restroom.
Okay. So in the way the rooms are set, so that door to that, the restroom thing, there was that door which closed behind, so they can't hear that. There was like 4 doors or 3 doors, and so like they were like the people in the other the dining room won't be able to hear any of this.
Right.
Molotov is in that kind of the atrium of all that, the vestibule of that, and but he can hear as well. You guys can all hear what's going on in the communicator.
I went down the hallway to go up the ladder.
Molotov's on his way up the ladder to the next.
Oh, that's
floor.
right. So Molotov is up there. He is trying to open it, but it's locked right now with a very strong security clearance.
So Duncan, you're headed back to the restroom. I can either head back to the restroom to try and help whatever the Klingon decides to do to defend Jason, or I can keep climbing up the ladder
Ilch,
and
pick
try
this
to help
lock.
Doc. I mean, with my lock picking and the two of us, do we try and find something else? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to let the Klingon help Jason, and I'm going to continue going up to help Doc.
Or Tony, you going up or down?
I already saw what was down, so I'm going up.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I'm going up all the way to try and join Doc and see what we can do.
Okay, so you are going up to Doc Molotov. So that will take one turn. Let's say that. I mean, at least one turn, I would say, because you're going up 2 sets of ladders.
Sure.
So let's have another round of combat between Jason and Lennon, and we're doing the four rounds of combat system here. So we will resolve this in 4 rounds either way.
Jason, you should barf on Lennon again.
Context-driven weird fighting.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah. If you want to use your weird fighting, you know.
Yeah, and Doc, while you're at it as a cover, you may want to like poop or throw up somewhere wherever you are. Just you can say, well, there's only one bathroom, and I didn't want to go there, so I went to get some privacy somewhere. And
I'm going to veto that since I'm climbing up a ladder beneath him.
not that I've ever used that excuse.
This is going so many different ways here. I don't know how to reconcile this.
Hold on to it, Mike. Hold on to it. Don't lose track.
No, I'm not. I'm tracking all of it. This is all. Yeah, this is multitasking to the most here. So all right.
Come on, Jason.
Oh, Kyle is Lennon's going to strike again.
Right.
And Jason, are you going to dodge or are you going to fight back?
I'm going to try and fight back again.
Okay.
Yes.
And I rolled a 95 out of 62.
Wow.
My man, it's a bad luck.
You are getting your ass kicked in the bathroom.
Just flailing
Absolutely.
around. He hits again. Oops. And he does 7 more points of damage.
Wow. The first time was it 17 the first time?
Yeah, so he's done 24 points of damage to you.
Wow. So
what's your health?
So
What's your health?
I was at 48, so that gives me, I'm now at 31 minus 7.
24.
Yeah,
24.
Has Duncan reached him yet?
This next turn, yes.
Okay.
You're a hypnotizer, not a fighter.
I'm gonna cut this half breed in half. Is what I'm gonna do. That's
Yeah.
sorry. That was a little sorry.
Yeah, I shouldn't have used that phrase. That's I don't know. That's what maybe we'll broadcast this one. Who knows? HR. No. Just not talking about Star Trek HR. No, all right. So Tony reaches Molotov. You guys are now like in a ladder with a kind of a hatch above you that is high computer access locked.
Tony?
So shall I Star Trekking roll to try and lockpick it?
Yeah, this is a harder one. So this is like let's make it minus 20 because this has different subroutines.
All right. 39. So plus 20 is 59. I still beat it because I have a 60 Star Trekking.
All right, fair enough. The Romulan security is pretty terrible. So let's see. Let's see if I can find that. All right, so with that, you guys open the hatch. I'll reveal it next turn. because the two of you are like hanging onto this ladder, and you're going to have to like Three Stooges get through, because Molotov was like sitting there, like he's climbing up first, and like, you know, you guys had to like, you know, either he had to drop down, or I mean, it's a ladder, you know.
I poke Philk in the eyes.
Right. Poke Philk in the eyes, you know, his giant cumbersome hands, you know, ass slapping hands are, you know, desperately trying to pick locks. All right, so Duncan arrives, Queequeg arrives. What's your movement, Duncan?
7.
Okay, so you can go first. Sub-Commander Linon looks and says, the Klingon, at last a worthy opponent. But you get to attack first.
All right. Well, I am going to I'm going to try some diplomacy here, because if I cut this guy in half, we're looking at an international incident. So I say stop.
That's your diplomacy?
Stop.
Dr. Molotov was having extreme distress. He and Philk went down the hall to try to find some privacy because they're making a mess somewhere. So please stop attacking my friend and let me explain.
All right, I don't mind that. That's all right. So so is that Star Trekking? Is that, I can't, because you have.
Well, I have sweet talk as well, and intimidation. So
what's that?
yeah, it would be a loving role, I imagine.
Well, I thought those things were basically fall into like a Star Trekking role, like our skills fall into.
That's fine. Either one is fine with me. That's fine.
So what's your Star Trekking?
My Star Trekking is 67.
Okay, and you rolled.
I rolled a 06. So, yeah. So, said, please stop attacking my friend. I can explain why the rest of us weren't in the room. And I have an open channel, so those guys can hear me talk as well.
True.
I said, Dr. Molotov, you ran into that bathroom before either O'Kyle or Dr. Molotov could try to sort their situation out. I went down with Philk and Molotov to try to find another bathroom so we wouldn't make a mess. I left them here, and I heard the scuffle in here, and I wanted to stop it. We're not snooping around. We're just trying to deal with the situation that your chef created.
Sub-Commander Linon pauses. He says, well, Klingons are very honorable, and so I believe you. I suppose in the spirit of truthfulness, I will believe you on this, and the lack of.
So hopefully Dr. Molotov and Philk should be back momentarily. I had to leave them briefly because I didn't want you killing my friend. So yeah. So that might buy us a couple minutes to let those guys snoop a little bit more.
Says, well, very well. Take me to your friends then.
I will. I left them a while ago, but I will try to find. We are. We are on our way. Getting Tony here. Yes.
All right. So
I hope they haven't made a mess somewhere.
This is now turning into a bedroom farce. You know, it's a.
Yes. I hope so.
They are right over there, and I will go get them. You know.
Bag sardines. Sardines gone.
Perhaps we should have a brandy.
Klingon what? There's nothing to hold on to. Oh
Lord.
I know. Hey man, we're almost there, right?
Well done.
Pretty much.
And Molotov, Three Stooges their way through the hatch, arrive and find themselves on a small bridge of a Romulan starship.
Oh shit.
It's like one helm's ship, a science section, and a command chair with a porthole coming out, or a hatch leading to it.
We know we have to get down the ladder and lay in the hallway looking sick in the next 30 seconds, right?
Yes.
So do we have time to do a quick noticing roll and go back down the ladder?
Yep.
Doc, what's your noticing?
Oh, it's very impressive. It is a 21.
20 something.
Oh,
Isn't it?
geez, sorry. I
Oh,
wanted to
40,
notice it
43
wrong.
out of 21. Yes, it's very good.
Looks good to me.
Traditional observant me.
I got 50 out of 63. So
Yeah. Okay, Tony.
I noticed whatever we need to notice, and then we book it the hell out of there.
Well, the thing you do notice on the screen is the Somerville, opposite of you, through in the exact location where the space station is, but it's through something of a how do I describe this? A little bit of a almost like a haze.
Okay, so as we're booking it back down the ladder, I say to Doc, I don't think this is a space station. I think this is one small Romulan ship, and the whole thing is a hologram.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's all fake. And then, as long as Doc agrees with me, we fling ourselves to the ground in the hallway where he rides in pain, and we wait the arrival of the friggin' Romulans.
And hopefully craps himself.
Yeah, that's you're gonna have to make a crapping roll on that, Doc. I don't know.
I will attempt to poop my pants.
All right, so Molotov and Flick make a movement roll to see if you make it there in time. Let's go ahead and see if that works.
No.
No.
You guys get caught up in that stairwell.
Oh.
My movement is 9, and I rolled a 1. No, a 7. Sorry, so I do make it.
You make it, yeah. Molotov somehow gets caught up there and then poops on your head.
Okay, so you're in that 4-room. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull up this room here.
I need our
Hallway, the stairways, the ladders going up and down.
Yes. So Molotov is still in this
Bridge.
Well,
no,
maybe I start steering this ship around.
no, you guys both left that room. You guys both left the bridge. Molotov is here in this sort of like stairway. He fell down the stairway with a loud thud. But Flick made it here just as the doors open and the doors close, and Subcommander Lennon with the other two are staring at you.
Oh, I was trying to. Maybe I shouldn't. I was trying to stay with the Doc at the bottom of the stairs, so that our cover looked legit. Like I was helping him find a.
Hold my hair.
Okay, so you make it down there. And Lennon looks and he says, because you guys get out here with this door open, and he looks surprised. He says, "You went through unauthorized rooms? How did you open that door?"
Door wasn't locked.
We just approached it looking for a restroom, and it opened. Look at the Doc. He's clearly incapacitated. I was just trying to find a place for him to use the restroom. Because you jumped in and took the one that he needed.
I'm going to attempt to dash past them to the restroom.
Nice.
Okay, make a movement roll on that. See if you can do it. There's a lot of people there.
4 out of 5.
Okay, so you dash past there. Lennon seems confused, but at that moment, the dining room door opens, and Sard, Trang, and Merc appear. They all look at you, and they say, Sard says, "What is going on?"
I close the bathroom door.
2 of our crewmates were severely incapacitated by the food, Admiral. We apologize for any disturbance we've caused between you and the captain in your discussions. As soon as Doc is finished with his use of the restroom, the rest of us will head back to the Somerville to allow your conference to continue. We apologize for the disruption.
Sorry,
It's all because of bad burgers.
The case of the bad burger.
Actually, Captain, we don't know what reaction it's had on our entire away party here. So perhaps we should all go back and go to sick bay and make sure that we are all well.
The 4 of you will stay here. Trang and Merc will accompany me and the sub-commander to the Somerville. We will give you further instructions.
Yes, sir. Or ma'am, guy or girl.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
No, me neither.
They're keeping us.
Can I try to vomit right now? I suggest anyone who of 4 of us who are not sick try to vomit immediately.
Duncan, I'll let you do that, and then I'll take my turn. Thanks.
It's gonna turn into Stand By Me, where everybody gets sick and vomits.
This is yeah.
Oh, a 0.8 out of 67 for my health point.
Oh yeah, you hurl all.
Oh man!
And, like I try to get some on a
Projectile.
couple of people. Yeah, a couple people near me. Like on the captain, on our captain. Actually, I try to get most of it on the captain.
Okay, so you vomit on the captain. The projectile vomit flows at her, hits her, but does not appear on her.
Oh shit! That is not the fucking.
Thank God for projectile vomiting.
Right, nice work, Duncan.
There's a lot of outs in this.
That's not our captain,
I
right?
just believe.
Is it a hologram?
The other 2 look
Like
at
the
each
rest of the
other
ship?
and start to attack you.
Oh no!
Yes. All
I
right.
think all pretense is gone now.
Oh yeah. We got to fight our way out of here and get back to our ship, and we'll
Right.
blow this whatever this is out of the fucking sky.
Well, we got to find the captain and the rest of our crew because that means they're being held somewhere now.
Right. All right.
Who came with us? The captain, Trang, and Merc?
The captain, Trang, and Merc. So you guys are, so everyone, let's just be honest, everyone's in this really super small corridor right now. Like everyone's like,
Right.
I'm in the restroom.
Oh, you're in the restroom. So there's still 7 people all jammed in this little corridor here.
Filk was made for this, right?
Let's-
Beefy Lurian, and he's got a fighting of 81. Let's go.
Actually, let's say this. I'm going to amend that. Sard, Merc, and Trang all bolt for the transporter, while Sub-Commander Lennon stands blocking your way between you and them.
Got it. So what? We need to stop the other 3 from taking off in the transporter. So I'm going to absolutely attack the sub-commander and try and get him out of the way so that the rest of them can go after the bad guys.
Okay.
Do whatever they need to do.
Sounds good. All right. So
I have to roll a fighting roll.
yes, a fighting roll.
Fighting roll of 66 out of 81.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, you hit him.
Ow.
And you do, well, you're punching him, I presume, or?
Yes. Just fighting, yes.
Okay, so that's 1d10, I think.
Yep.
And do I roll it 10 times?
No, that would be a phaser. That's punching is just 1 die 10.
Oh, okay, 9.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. He will, let's see, who's still there? So he'll go after O'Kyle since he knows he's kind of messed up.
So I'm sorry, Lennon's blocking away from the other, our supposed captain who isn't our captain. There's something else. Yes.
Correct.
All right. Well, I will attack too when it's my turn.
Okay, so O'Kyle, he's attacking you. What would you like to do?
Oh man, I'm in rough shape here. My health is down to half of what it was. My fighting is so much better than my dodging.
Yeah,
So I'm
keep-
not.
You might as well just fight.
Yeah, and remember there are other directions as well. I mean, he's blocking one direction, so he's like a boy band. He's one direction. So
All right, I'm gonna go down swinging. So if it's 62, and I rolled a 72.
all right, so he hits you for 8 more points.
Oh no.
Kyle.
You're all right. You're down to 16. You're all right.
We'll do this as like next turn will be turn 4, so we'll just we'll have you roll for being knocked out. So the dog. That's all right.
In the bathroom, I'm going to look for anything that could be used as some kind of makeshift weapon or to replicate something or anything I can get creative with here.
Okay. As you're running, you also notice that you are running through all these bunks with cabinets.
Oh,
Yes, I will look for a weapon or something in the cabinets.
Okay. Notice something.
I am fond of phasers or disruptors.
All right. We'll notice something. Roll a noticing. Let's.
Oh, that's unfortunate. 87. Oh, 67 out of 21.
Well, we got to boost that. We got to.
Oh, look tough. Oh, look tough.
I thought lucking was going to be very important in this game. Turns out lucking is nothing that ever comes up.
Well,
Molotov is scrappy. I gotta give.
I will tell you, you don't notice that, but what you do notice is lots of Romulan clothing and 5 bunks, basically. It's 5 bunks, including captain garb. So I'll give you pieces of that puzzle. But that's your turn on that. Oh my goodness, look at little Jack right there.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey, Jack.
This is a small ship we're actually on. This is it.
Yeah, I mean it's a 5-person ship that
Right.
we're on.
Exactly.
Okay, whose turn is it in our group? I attacked. Jason fought. Kit discovered some clothes. So Duncan, it's your roll.
I'm gonna hack it. If this Lenon guy is in our way, I'm gonna whip out my bat left and go to town on this guy.
okay.
91. I missed.
Okay, all right. So everyone's taking a turn now. Now it's into the second round.
Jason, did you have a turn or were you just reacting with your fighting?
Oh no, Jason should.
No, Jason's got a turn, yeah. But you said you were going to fight, didn't you, Jason?
Well, I
Does that
did.
does that use up his turn, or is that just an option to? That's the question there.
Well, I gave
he
you
was
options I gave you options of different stuff, and you said you wanted to fight. So
So when you fight, that uses your attack turn. I see. Got it. No, that makes sense.
I would have given options of running different directions. Now you can run a different direction now if you want to do something. I mean, that's
I suppose that would be
you should
smart.
back off because Tony and I are there. I don't want to have to carry you. Hey,
Yeah, we don't have to carry your dead body. Hi, Chrissy.
They're all saying hi.
I know.
Hi, Christy.
I'll run in the opposite direction. I concede that my fighting is not going to work for me today.
at least back out of attack range. That way they can't.
Yeah.
Can I sidebar for a second? To the rest of my squad mates, what we haven't done yet is try to contact the ship and either have a boatload of security guys beamed over or beam us back. Is it worth trying that with my turn, or should I continue just to try and fight?
That is an excellent idea, Tony. You're at full health, so you can probably, even if Lanan attacks you, you can take a couple of blows.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, my health thing is big.
That is an excellent idea.
So then I'm going to contact the ship and very quickly tell the second officer who's in charge over there, who remains nameless.
Ambassador Stompy.
Oh, thank God.
Hello?
As Duncan is taking his turn and swinging away at the Romulan, I'm going to do a quick communicate a report and let them know that we need help, and it would probably be a good idea to block any incoming transporter beams and maybe try and send us some security guys. Because
Okay,
there's
so-
only
so you-
5 guys total on this ship, we can take them.
So wait, so you're asking to do what now? It's
Yeah, what's the best way to do this?
I like the idea that you're kind of like this, like meat sponge here, or like damage sponge, where like, you know, you can get punched a bunch of times.
Right, I'm just
kinda
taking
like-
damage from Lanan while I'm talking to the ship. That's fine.
Flick
I'll
to.
stand there hulking. Ow. So I'm going to alert the ship to put up the shields and not accept any other transporter beams, to not allow anyone to beam on. Because
All
they're
right.
headed for the transporter room. That's what they're trying to do.
Maybe suggest they do additional scans, which might help reveal the subterfuge, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, tell them that we think we've discovered it's just a small ship that's trying to
Right.
pull something over on us.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's
The
your
ship is not what it seems. You know.
What's my movement?
Yeah.
My moving is 9.
Okay. I'll give you 9 seconds to say all that. Well, I'll time you on this.
Ready?
If you want to say in 9 seconds, that's your turn. How about that?
Filk to Somerville. This is a subterfuge. It's a small ship, and they're trying to take over. Shields up. Do not allow any transporter beams.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Well done.
Not bad. Not bad.
Mic drop.
This is the Somerville. Can you repeat? Sorry, I was super fast. I'm not on the bridge usually. I'm like, you know, backup crew.
Backup crew.
Yeah, I'm in science. I don't know what you're saying, man. I mean, what should I do? I should push this button. If it's Matt, then he has his daughter with him. It's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pushing buttons.
Can you send it to my email?
Yeah. I don't know how this works. All right, so you get that message across, and then you will. Let's see, and then we'll just have Lanan hit you for 14 points of damage. You just
Okay, so I'm down to 63.
You're at what?
I'm down to 63.
Oh, you're
Yeah, my health thing is 77. I'm good.
Yeah, we might have to revisit some of this damage stuff here, because this is because you could give a lot more. You know, he's doing double damage, and you could give a lot more information. You could stay on the line. You could, you know,
Right.
yeah.
I'm going to go through dig through the captain's gear to see if I can find any cloaking devices, weapons, anything like that seem like they might be useful.
Okay. All right, so I'll give you like a +20 for noticing if you're looking for that, since you're specifically looking for that. We got to help out Molotov, man. This guy.
Nice.
23 out of 3 effectively out of 21.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So you find a ceremonial
Coin.
what's that?
Coin.
A ceremony. Yes, a ceremonial coin commemorating launch of this. No, you find
Heads
it.
we win, tails we lose.
You find a Romulan stunning device, ceremonial Romulan stunning device.
But wait, there's more.
Thank you, tunnels.
It's a ceremonial Romulan stunning coin. That's what it is. It's, you know, it's because they're also secretive. You give it to someone, stuns them. You know, haha. Now I'm in charge. So you find that.
Are you tired of not being able to stun people with pocket change? Well, wait no more.
With the inscription on it of a space of exploration.
Pluribus stunum.
What was that, Tony?
E pluribus stunum.
Right. Yes. So you have this now. You have this stunning coin.
I have a joy buzzer. Okay. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. So I will. Yeah, I'll head back. I'll run back out into the hallway.
Okay.
All right. Is it my turn to attack?
It's your turn to attack now, Duncan.
All right, using my bat left on Lennon. 12 out of 50.
Okay.
And I do 3 die 10 with my bat left. I do 11 damage to Lennon.
Okay. Well, he's a big guy, so he takes it okay.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Yeah.
Okay. So has everyone gone this turn? I believe everyone's gone this turn, or no?
I think it's Chandler's turn now.
He backed out of combat. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I ran.
Oh,
No,
you should. Okay, you should contact the ship and try to give them more information.
Good
See if they
idea.
can send us more guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, how can I
I
do
would
that?
let them know about
what do I roll
would
for?
let them know about their cloaking / replication technology, and maybe that'll help them parse out some information.
Right. Is it a similar thing to what happened with Filk, where I have to do it very quickly?
What's your movement score?
Where do I find my movement? I'm not
It's
seeing it on my sheet.
Right
it's
under your star tracking.
under star tracking, Jay.
Of course, it's 8.
Oh, okay.
You have 8 seconds, so whenever you're ready.
This is Kyle Chandler. We've discovered that the ship has a cloaking, but not only that, it's replicating. That's a larger ship. It's actually a very small ship, and it's not what it seems.
Click.
Nice. Click.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smooth.
Hello.
And I throw up at the end of the statement.
Right. Yes. All right. So that's the end of, I believe, the second or third round of this combat. So I can't remember.
Something like that.
I
All
think
right,
that's second.
That was
I
second.
fought once and I called the ship once.
Okay. All right. So let me reconcile how all of this is working here now. All right. So Lennon. So did you run away, Kyle? I can't remember if you ran away and then
He
contacted.
backed out of combat with Tony.
Yeah, I ran out of combat.
Okay. So
Tony and I are going to toe to toe.
okay. So Lennon will still try to attack Flick then. Still enraged. Okay. And so he succeeds.
Tony, do you want to?
Do I get a response to that? That's not my turn.
You could. Well, if you do fighting, you don't get to attack them. If you do dodge, you will be able to attack them at your turn. If I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was like if you do fighting, you can return blows. If you do dodge.
Yeah.
But if you do fighting, you lose your attack turn for this round. Is that correct?
I can't remember.
Or maybe not. Anyway, it doesn't matter to me. Use your best. Your best one, Tony, is what I'd say.
Yeah, my fighting is 81. So as a response to him attacking me, I will participate in the fight.
Okay.
Right. And so I rolled a 70, so I had an 11 difference. So
Okay. He rolled. Let's see. I think he got an 11 difference as well. So.
Your fists come together like a big,
a big
like a Rocky.
aurora happens around us. The shockwave hurts everyone's ears.
Right.
And disrupts the cloaking device, and it reveals the ship to what it is.
And Chandler pees a little bit, just
Yeah.
poops just a little bit. Yeah.
This is buttered peas and carrots, or what is it? Peas and butter.
Hot peas and butter.
What is it? Hot peas and butter?
Hot peas and butter.
That was a hot peas and butter. So let's just do 4 die 10 here. Let's just go for 11 to both.
Accelerating.
To both. Holy shit.
22 points to you because you guys did.
9 is 11.
You punched
Plus
dark
8 is
matter.
17 plus 3 is 20. So I did 20 to him.
Okay, and he did 21 to you.
right, so I'm down to 41.
All right, he's still doing pretty good too. I mean, to be honest, I mean, you guys are both pretty big dudes. So
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like the Thing versus the Hulk or something. It's like this is going to be a while. So
Okay, so
right,
that was his turn.
that was his turn. Yeah. So who's next?
I have 7. I don't know. I think Phil, you have a movement of 9, don't you?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll take the next turn, and then I just
Kick him,
wail
kick him.
on Lanan again.
Okay.
Kick him. You do 2 die 10 with kicking.
I do what?
2 die. If you kick him, it's 2 die 10 as opposed to die 10. If that still applies, Mike.
Or you got weird fighting. I don't know if he's done weird fighting yet.
I mean, my punching is 44. My fighting is 81. So if I'm doing anything, I'm punching.
I don't think we're using those punchings in all those different scores anymore. I think we're just using fighting, dodge.
Yeah, we ditched that. That was.
Oh, well, you brought up kicking, Duncan. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway.
So I'm just going to fight. I'm going to go after him.
Okay.
And I roll a 68 out of 81.
Okay, he rolled a 19, so you miss with that.
Oh.
Shit. All right.
So after the climactic punching of simultaneous fists, dark matter explosion, you just like, oh man, it's
We're flailing.
Yeah.
hot butter.
All right.
cheese, yeah.
I have a movement of 7, so I was going to hack at Lanan again.
Okay.
16 out of 50. And 6. Oh, shit. 11 damage to Lanan.
Okay.
Yeah, not great.
All right. He is staggered and almost he's wobbling. He's having a tough time. In the distance, you can see Sard and Merc and Trang desperately trying to like work the transporter, but not having a lot of success. It appears as though something's going on, like they're trying to override, trying to get onto the ship, even through the shields that may have gone up. And Lanan seems very, very woozy right now. Who's left? Who's left this time?
Molotov.
I'm gonna, in slow motion, open up the bathroom doors, come up, and I
Sure.
come running out with a coin on my thumb, and I say, "In Daera we trust," and I flip it at. I try to use my lucking because I'm flipping a coin to hit the guard.
What's your lucky?
Lucking is 82. I roll a 62.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know how we got to this, but a score with a flipped coin that stuns him. I don't care what you got. That works. That's just, how we got here. That's the right choice. So yes. So the coin flicks to the air in slow motion as the dark matter dissipates, as the strains of vomit against the wall like glisten with the purple watermelon everywhere, and it strikes him square in the chest with a Romulan emperor's face straight on him. He crackles with energy and collapses to the ground. Poor Lanan, man, he just got his ass kicked. All sorts of different. He got vomited on. He got stunned. All right, so he collapses to the ground. I think we're out of turn. So
I think it's O'Kyle's turn, isn't it?
Kyle, did you go?
I have not gone this round, I don't believe.
okay.
No.
So which way did you run, Jason? Did you run towards the dining room, towards the stair or the ladder?
Well, I was running away from the combat, so I'm not sure which direction I was running in.
I think he backed off towards the bathroom because Lanan was blocking our way to the transporter room, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So Jason backed off. So either he's towards the bathroom, or he's towards the hallway where the stairs are. One of the two. I'm not sure where, but yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so that hallway is very busy as O'Kyle is running back and contacting. Molotov leaps and flicks. Pretty badass moment there, you know.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
All right, so I guess you just run back in the bathroom, or I mean,
Yeah, that's fine by me.
you can turn around and go back. So combat is over. We have a transporter room. We have a dining room. You guys are in that sort of vestibule there, that sort of four-way corridor.
Well, and Sard and those guys are trying to transport out. They're trying to do something down there, right? Did they get stunned or just Lanan?
Just Lanan.
What I think we need to make our way back to engineering and somehow disable this cloaking device. That will reveal to the Somerville that this is not a space station, but a small vessel. And then I think we need to try to secure our captain and Trang and the others and Merc, and then we need to try to get off this ship.
I feel like our biggest challenge, though, is that there's 2 Romulans, 2, right, Mike, still over at the transporter controls trying to do something.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Well, there are 3 people there. There's Trang, Sard, and.
But they're not. Yeah, they're not our. All right. Well, I say let's go take those guys out, and then we need to try to find the real Sard and Trang and Merc.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So we rush towards the transporter room and we engage. You know what? The 3 of us are gonna. It's Doc Molotov, Philk, and myself will engage these guys. Okay, you make your way to the bridge and see if you can disable this cloaking device.
Okay.
I've spent my coins, so I'm very otherwise not useful. I was thinking of going to the dining room to see if I could find the tied up crew member.
That's fine. Actually, you know what, Doc, why don't you go with OK, just so he has somebody with him since his health is so low. We will take these guys out. Once we subdue these guys, we will make our way to the dining. And hopefully what will happen, if you can disable the cloaking device, the Somerville can lower its shields and maybe send over more people to help us. Does that sound like a plan?
That makes sense to me. Is it a better plan to go to the bridge or go down the ladder and just rip all the stuff out? You know,
what I'm saying is go to the place where the cloaking device is. I thought that was the bridge. Maybe I have it mistaken.
That was engineering.
Engineering. Yeah, I'm sorry. What I meant is exactly.
You guys
If
stop
you guys
transport, and we'll deal with the ship.
Okay. So good. All right, Tony and I will engage the 3 in the transporter room. Molotov and OK will head down to engineering to see if they can disable the cloaking device.
Okay. So you guys run in there. The 3 of them turn, looking very surprised and a little fearful. But you guys have the initiative on this, so you guys can go ahead and attack first.
All right, I'm going to try to intimidate them into submission.
Hold on, Mike, can you remind me, it's their admiral and then our Trang and captain and first officer? Who is it?
We don't know.
Right now you see Captain Sard, First Officer Trevor Trang, and Science Officer Merc. Those are the 3.
It's obviously 3 Romulans. We
Oh,
don't know.
those are the 3 we see are our 3 people, but we know they're not them. Got it. Okay.
Right, yeah. So if Mike, I can, I'm gonna try to make a brief little speech to intimidate them into submission. The subterfuge is over, Romulans. Give up or die.
Very Federation.
Eat your babies.
I don't want to say that, but yeah, it's.
That's implied. It's implied I'm going to eat your babies. Eat your babies.
Subtext: I'm eating your babies.
It means more while I'm holding a baby and yelling that.
All right, so
I eat your babies.
All right, so you're using intimidation, Duncan?
Yes. So,
okay.
08 out of 67 Star Trek.
Okay. So what again? What did you say? We're gonna do this or
The subterfuge is over. Give up, or all of you will die. You're in deep space. No one can come and help you.
You're really upholding the Federation values, Duncan. That's
I'm a Klingon, for God's sake. What do they expect? You know, you can take the kid off Kronos, but you can't take Kronos out of the kid. You know what?
Fantastic.
The three command officers look at each other, sigh heavily, and finally, Trevor Trang nods and says, "It's fine. He's right. We don't have any help out here." They press something on their chest, and then the cloaking device wears off, and it is Admiral Det, Engineer Vakeen, and Science Officer Parnan. One of them was a female, which is why you got Captain Sard as the female. And they look and they say, you know, we submit. We will submit to whatever punishment you wish, or we will detonate ourselves if you also require. That's the Romulan.
That sounds acceptable to me.
Okay. Bye. Boom.
All right. Well, I hit my communicator. I hit my communicator and say, the three in the transportation room to Molotov and to OK, and said the three are secured. Return to the transporter room.
Well, they're trying to find the actual captain and our crew, though, right?
No, they were going down to the engineering to try to disable the.
That's right.
So the next step is obviously, before we go back, we need to secure our actual crewmates, the captain, the science officer, and the second officer. So, so somebody needs to keep an eye on these three, and then the others will go back to the dining room and try to find our actual crew.
I think the first thing we do, since we've got these three here, we can ask them, where are our crew members?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Admiral Det says, "My name is Captain Det. I am the captain of the scout vessel. Please don't hurt any more of my crew members. Your crew is safe. They're in a stasis in the dining room. We will offer no more resistance."
So I suggest, Duncan, I'll stand here with the other two, and you can take the engineer to rescue our captain and team.
Yes, I'll take the engineers. They come with me. We're going to secure our, as long as our people are fine, we will not hurt you.
Okay, so you go back into the dining room, and in there you find Sard, Trang, and Merc all knocked unconscious in a stasis field with holographic recorders on them, and a terrified Chef Gar standing over them with a butcher knife, pointing at you. Don't move. But Engineer Vakeen says, "It's all right, Gar. It's all right. These, they figure out who we are." And then you awaken the command crew, and after a little bit of back and forth, you're all in that dining room, sitting down and talking again. So, I don't know. You want to ask them questions? You're welcome to ask them questions. Or since the other three are very weak, you can ask the questions. Dr. Molotov is applying, is working with their science officer to help revive them, and Captain Det seems very remorseful about all this.
I say a blood oath must be paid. Who dies? I look at all five of them, with holding my bloody bat'leth at the same time.
Which one of your children are you handing over for me to eat?
There are no children here. Somebody's gonna get at.
Sub-Commander Lennon offers to kill himself.
No, I'll do it. It's okay.
I'll just ask the captain. We're all explorers out here in this new area of space. Why the subterfuge?
The captain sighs heavily. We were a part of a science expedition testing out a new form of teleportation using a portal technology. When we found ourselves here with our main ship, which was doing the teleportation, having stranded us out here. Because of the graviton waves, I'm sure, as your captain has told you, or will tell you, going back the way we came is next to impossible. It impedes the warp technology. We were too afraid to move forward, so we've been here for over a year trying to figure out what our next move was. When we saw your ship, we thought it would be best to create this cloak to attempt to gain control of your ship to head home. We apologize that failed.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Well, here's what I say we do is we confiscate the ship. We take the crew prisoner. They have no way to get back anyway. So I say we take their ship, we take them prisoner, and we confiscate whatever technology you have that might be useful in a later date. And as a goodwill to this crew, I say we don't kill anybody.
The Romulan way dictates that we should destroy this ship so that none of this technology falls into your hands.
That's not happening.
We are all scientists. If you could leave us here, that would be acceptable, or we will go with you as prisoners.
I think until the captain and first officer are available to make this decision, our best bet is to put them on ice, put them in the brig on our ship, commandeer this ship, and let our command crew make these final decisions.
I agree with that. Unless OK or the doctor have anything to add.
Captain, if there is one mistake you made in your choice, it was cowardice. Your desire to go home was too great. It was greater than your desire for knowledge and discovery. We will take you deeper into the tail of the dragon. That is where we are going.
The captain.
Damn. I have goosebumps, Kit. I have goosebumps right now.
That is pretty good.
Would like to agree with everything that the good doctor has said, but also I was just curious, what did you think of my beverage that I gave you that was based on the Romulan world? I just need some feedback.
Well, attractive Chef Gar says it was the best dish I've ever had. Much better than yours, but still quite good. So they were very pleased with that, especially Gar. Very taken with you, old Kyle.
If my loving score wasn't 2, I might have executed a move.
Well, she's going to be on the ship, so who knows? It's
It could be a romantic arc there for you two. You never know.
Maybe the two of you could replicate.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. And I vote we just petition the captain since we can't go back. Forward is the only way, and we integrate these fools into our ship and see what the future brings us.
And who knows this technology have? Who knows what knowledge the Federation will be able to when we have ever make it back, or maybe we can make use of this technology while we're out here. So
maybe we can get a promotion one day.
Well, I would certainly hope so after this whole thing. Absolutely, we saved everybody's bacon.
A day later, you're called back into the ready room. With the 3 commanding officers. They thank you for once again your bravery. They are going to take the ship in tow, and based upon your recommendations, they are going to move close to the dragon's tail. But the downside is, as these waves get more powerful, going back takes exponentially longer to get back. So either take a year to go back now or go forward and hope you can find a way. Maybe this Romulan technology will show a way, maybe not. The ship is going to be in tow. But to your point, having had a long conversation between all of them, they do agree that your valor and in a field position, they are prepared to offer you all lieutenant positions.
Yes.
If you are prepared to take it.
Absolutely.
We all accept.
You were born ready.
LT dot on my sheet. Scratching out ends.
Yes. So I believe it could be like a second grade lieutenant. I'm not sure how it works in Starfleet. I mean, like I was looking up.
Yeah.
So we'll make you lieutenant second grade.
Sure.
I'll give you all 2 points to distribute for your skills.
Cool. I'll
Alright.
just I
2
start
points?
69.
Like
And
2 actual points.
yes, 2 actual points.
Wait, so
So that can go in any of the top 6 or fighting dodge or phaser. Yes.
Do you want more, Dr. Molotov? Are you asking for? I'll give you 5. How about that? Let's.
I'm just
2
writing.
whole points.
Be a little stingy with those points, Mike.
I'm going to give you 5. Hey, I'm going to.
Hey, all right.
Hey, I understand where we got Molotov. Let's give 5 because Molotov is hurting.
Yeah, he had all sorts of intestinal distress and everything else. I mean,
That was a lot of puking for 2 points.
absolutely.
Now
Absolutely.
Molotov has incredible luck though, so I mean I don't know why we don't lean on that more. I don't know why we're not really digging into that more because I mean.
So wait, can these go anywhere in our top 6 Star Trekking, moving, loving, noticing, lucking, or healthing,
Yes.
or fighting, dodging, or phasering?
Yeah, any one of them. So you add 5 up to 5 points to any of, or rather use 5 points and you spread them out between them or add them all to 1.
Yep.
So that's perfect.
Man.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to stop the recording. I don't know if maybe we'll play this. I guess we're okay with this. But thanks for watching. If you're watching, if you're listening, I'm Mike McCafferty.
I'm Tony Caselli.
I'm Jason McCarris.
I'm Kid Hirosaki as Doc Molotov.
I'm Duncan Williams as Quick Quad.
And we just want to play.
Star Trek.